Holy moly. 200 plus subscribers. 200. The big 200. 20 multiplied by 10, whatever you want to call it. This is kind of insane to me. I mean, I know that by the standards of a lot of other YouTubers y'all probably watch, that means almost nothing, but it means a lot to me. So, dang. I guess I should do something special, huh? Well, y'all are in luck, because I have something in mind. Enjoy. Ever played Heretic? Because anyone who's dabbled in Heretic's Doom-inspired fantasy-based gameplay is going to take one look at New Blood Interactive's title Amid Evil and know exactly what to expect from what this game has to offer. A wide variety of weapons that draw from different mana pools instead of physical ammo like what we're used to from FPS games, a high fantasy atmosphere, and fast-paced gameplay that focuses more on continuous movement than simply staying behind cover and taking pot shots at baddies. But how does it hold up to the games that inspired it, and does it do enough to stand on its own to be worth a look? When you first load up Amid Evil, you're greeted with a series of logos followed by a mystical and haunting song that carries a sense of serenity and doom, fitting exactly what the game has in store for you. The game is in early access, meaning 3 whole areas out of the planned 7 are playable. You traverse 5 levels in each area, fight a boss on the 5th, and then move on to the next. But how is it exactly? I'm glad you asked. Because simply put, Amid Evil is bloody amazing. Let's start with how it looks. Graphically, Amid Evil is incredibly striking. Everything is shiny and polygonal, giving it a mystical appearance and making everything feel not quite real. Fitting for a game of this nature. Levels look very distinctive from each other, while staying to the themes of a given area, making it all feel like one continuous realm despite each level being separated by a classic-style results screen. All in all, the game looks gorgeous, feels haunting, and does a damn good job of making you stay focused all throughout. However, an FPS lives or dies by its weapons, and thankfully, Amid Evil's weaponry is of absolutely excellent quality. From the Staff of the Azura Orb that fires slightly homing projectiles, to the Celestial Claw that fires exploding planets, this is not hyperbole, the lore states that it actually draws planets from space for you to shoot, to my personal favorite, the Star of Torment, a mace that hurls a shotgun blast of spiked projectiles that on kill can and will pin enemies to the wall. The weapons in Amid Evil all have distinct purposes and uses. It even has its own BFG, the Eternum, which unleashes an energy sphere that obliterates everything within a radius of it with powerful lightning spears. Mana for it is incredibly scarce, but it's so damn powerful that this ends up not being an issue at all. In fact, it ends up being perfect balancing. Additionally, every single weapon has an alternative mode that's activated when you're in an empowered state from the soul energy system. Killing enemies drops souls of varying power, which can be picked up to fill a meter below your health total. Once this is filled, the next time you press fire, you'll be in a temporary empowered mode, which upgrades every weapon you have for its duration. Listing what the weapons all do when this happens will spoil the fun of finding out, but my advice? Try the Eternum in this state the first chance you get. You'll thank me later. The sound design is excellent as well. Like in Heretic, your character will give an ominous chuckle upon picking up a weapon, which is always fun to hear. Weapons sound powerful and mystical, enemies sound strange and otherworldly, and the music is atmospheric when it needs to be, and pumped full of pure energy when necessary. The theme of the third boss is especially striking, and I can't wait for it to be released. Hint, hint. I do have some minor issues though, and I'll freely admit that the developers are aware of these issues. This is simply a buyer beware kind of deal where if you want to get the game now, you'll need to be wary of this. For one, the AI of the flying enemies in the first area is completely borked. They're supposed to hang back and annoy you from afar, but instead rush straight at you while shooting projectiles. The physics for maneuvering through water and getting in are fine, but getting out can be a pain in the ass. Enemy placements can feel a bit silly and jerkish at times. Since you're in a first-person mode at all times, your field of view is somewhat limited, and there's been a few occasions where I wondered how I could have avoided getting ganked and not been able to come up with an answer. But all in all, if you're a fan of fantasy games, FPS games, or both, this game is so far up your alley it's knocking on the door at the end. Despite some flaws, it's definitely entertaining and worth picking up, even in its incomplete state. The teaser images for the last 4 areas make them look every bit as distinct as the first 3, and I'm incredibly excited. It even has a really fun horde mode if you're into that kind of thing. Fingers crossed that this game gets the success it deserves. If you like this video, hit the like button and maybe leave a comment with your thoughts on Amid Evil. Be sure to let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video and if I should do more reviews in the future, and subscribe if you want to be among the first to know when I've uploaded a new video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay sensational. Goodbye.